something that you love so that you don't have to work a day in your life. It's all about being passionate, about being happy, and about choosing what you want. Whoever you want to be, at the end of the day, you need to be content with yourself. Who am I? I am Akasha Mhlanga, and I am a CTU success story.
This is the MSI Aegis Ti3, our most powerful gaming desktop we ever built. If you want to know more about this beast, please keep watching and I will tell you all the ins and outs about our Aegis Ti3. When we take a look at this Aegis Ti3, we'll immediately notice
Leetpro female, on the other hand, also going unbeaten so far.
Yeah, both teams looking pretty solid. It is best of one, so to get here you would have had to clear up all of your opponents. And they've done, I think, a pretty good job. A couple of dicey situations, especially for the boys. They had a bit of a rough time against, what is the team's name? It's the mixed team of Sin 5 and
Online Kingdom, Vox.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, they struggled a little bit there in the sense that it went to overtime, but in overtime they cleaned up, got the clean 4-0 in the 6 rounds that were available, so that looked pretty good. We're just waiting for the teams to ready up here so we can get going. And from there, hopefully we'll get to see on Overpass who's boss and who's bossing the rounds.
Exactly.
Apparently Slowy's the boss on Leetpro.
That's what he says.
So what are we going to do here? Because we've got Leetpro and Leetpro FE. Should we call them FE just to avoid confusing people? Because I think it could be really confusing.
Yeah, I think the FE is probably going to be the easier one to say.
Okay, we'll go with that. So it looks like we're ready to go here in the pistol round. This is the 1337 land, the Leetpro land here in Nelspruit. Sorry for the delays, guys. Of course, we've had some power issues. Can't do anything about it from an ESCOM point of view, but generators are up and we're ready to go. And the teams are ready to go in the pistol round. Yeah, CT side for FE on Overpass.
Yeah, it's a CT-favored map, but that doesn't mean that you can't get some work done on the T side, and God Complex is going to be leading the charge into the side here. He's going to spot a couple of players, gets the first one. Is he going to catch? He does, in fact, catch Simone. She's going to be going down. Nazi takes a bit of an ill-advised peek and goes down there as the 3 remaining members of FE now try to get into the side. Are they going to be able to get anything down? We'll go Kronks, but in the meanwhile, they've lost a couple of players. Scorp's the last remaining player, and she's not long for this world. God Complex kills her off. And
he got an ace.
He did, indeed.
He got an ace. All 5 kills there for God Complex. So the new player in the team doing some fantastic work, winning the pistol round there for Leetpro.
Yeah, fantastic play there by the new boy. God Complex, I mean, when you have an entry going in that ham, I think it's the best way to start off a round. So.
Absolutely. So we got a 5 SMG by here, which is quite unusual. No rifles, but they're looking to boss the close-up engagements, and they're getting bossed initially, but the trades coming in are favoring the Ts. And down to a one-on-one. She has to reload Truefire. So unlucky there. God Complex with another triple kill. He's on 8-0.
Yeah, P250 just doing a dirty there, not having enough rounds to complete the kill. But in the end, Truefire doing huge amounts of work there and very nearly winning the round for her team.
Geez, if she had another 2 bullets in that magazine, it was all over, and that would have been FE's first round. Now, unfortunately, on the save, the full save, in fact, so not investing at all. And that's going to mean that Leetpro should be able to clean up here versus FE, taking it to a 3-0 before the first buy round comes in.
Yeah, money farming for days here as Cranks is going to lead the charge. He's actually going to steal the kill there from his teammate Vinny, and slowly he's going to continue onwards towards the A site. Should be getting pretty aggressive here. Proxy, she's going to be going down, and Truefire, one of the last remaining players. She's going to get another kill, but in the end, not enough to turn the round for her team. 3 players alive, 3-0 for Leetpro. And FE finally does get that buy that they so desperately need.
Indeed, God Complex's first death there, it almost felt like he was living up to the godlike kind of moniker there. He's had a fantastic start. 8 kills, an ace in the pistol round, which is a very unusual thing. You'll see aces in buy rounds, but...
I mean, he didn't get anything in the 3rd round, so...
True that.
Confirmed terrible?
No, definitely not. Full buy for both teams. The interesting thing, of course, is the buy on the one side.
Yeah, that is a very interesting buy. Guys, if it does seem as though we're not giving away all the information, it is possible that some of the players could hear us, so we don't want to give away too much information that could actually end up compromising the integrity of the game. So we'll be a little bit vague, but we'll try to get as much information through Leetpro. Once again, with an aggressive stance here, FE getting quite a bit of information though, at the same time as Simone will... Oh, a second. Simone will actually get Tianki then. She's pushed out, trying to take a fight here in the water area, but is going to go down to God Complex. Vinny and Slowy picking up kills all around the map as God Complex holding off the rotate. That'll be Scorps going down, and the last one is Nazi, and she has a very, very difficult job on her hands. 1v3 does have the M4, so will she be able to take these fights? She's going to have to check the correct corner. She's going to spot the person. That'll be Slowy going down. Still another 2 to find. Here's the shots coming through as God Complex cranks off many players. Nazi has decided to take a fight, but unfortunately, Kronks has moved up behind her and shot her in the back, and that'll be the end of the 4th round. Leetpro's looking pretty solid.
Absolutely, looking very good there, and the nade definitely didn't help Nats's cause at all. Of course, we can't say that while it's happening.
Yeah.
you don't want them to know that it's touchdown or not. Unfortunately for FE here, going to a less than stellar buy, of course, because, well, the economy's taking a bit of pain.
Yeah, it's economically responsible.
Fiscally responsible.
And Vinny, well, I mean, talking about responsibility, he's got the responsibility for laying waste to the female. The reload is going to do him in, though, as True Fire shoots him in the face. Vinny's going to go down. Leetpro, though, going to keep pushing on to that A site as they have taken control now. The girls picked up a weapon, a couple of other pieces of equipment as well, and it does look as though they're not all that interested in taking a fight.
Poking around, a nice angle there, but not able to find the kill. And Slowy also making sure to cover off the possible rotation in behind them. And now it's on Nazi to just hang on to that weapon, potentially, but she is under a bit of pressure. She would have heard the sound cue. She
definitely would have. Does she pop the flash? She does indeed, but catches the full amount of it, and Tianki gets her. So 5-0 for Leetpro. Should be the next buy for Leetpro female. And bit of a change up for the team here as Leetpro female. Once again, as we've said, under a bit of pressure in terms of the economy, but 5 rounds should give you the max buy. And Leetpro will be getting aggressive once again, taking huge amounts of control in the same sort of areas every round. So Leetpro's girl squad will be trying to take the correct engagements, because I think they have done a good job on occasion, but sometimes been caught out there. As True Fire, she's going to have to try and win a duel. She does win the first, doesn't win the second though, as God Complex will pick up 2 kills there, and the lineup is just not going to work out. Vinny gets another. That'll be Scorps rotating through that lowers area. Once again, Nazi and Simone in a retake. It's not looking good for the girls here. It is a 2 versus 4. And do they spot the player jumping onto the box? They do indeed. Kronks taking a rather... Well, never mind. Kronks and Simone. Nazi and Simone. Let me get this correct. They're going to take a fight here, and this is certainly a big possibility. Leetpro cannot afford to make a mistake here. Neither of the teams can, as Vinny is going to move in. He's not going to land the shots, and that'll be the end of their streak. Leetpro's female squad picks up their first round on the CT side.
Yeah, and they're absolutely ecstatic here in the arena. Feeling very good about that in the retake situation. A 4v2 retake, of course, and the low HP there on a couple of the players, I think, for Leetpro doing them in the end. But, of course, FE had to do the work on the retake to actually root those players out and get in that site. And it works out fantastically for them. 5-1 here. Leetpro 13-37 land, and both Leetpro lineups playing here in the winners bracket final.
Yeah, Scorps is going to be the first point of contact as Simone is actually going to catch Vinny charging down through Lower's area and get shot in the back of the head there. Tianki comes flying through and oops, she must be aware that there's got to be a lot of players around her as the full Leetpro lineup will be trying to take fights, but Scorps gets the timing perfectly, and that'll be Cranks going down. Truefire, now the person that we are specking, as she is well aware of some attention being directed her way. She's going to spot out God Complex a half second too late, and that'll be the end of her life. As the female team once again in a retake. It's a little bit more reasonable than the last one. A 2 versus 4, they somehow won that, so a 3 versus 3 should be simple.
Problem for them, yeah, of course, is because of that 2v2 in the previous round, it's really difficult for them, but they're going to start it off the best possible way here, coming in, and they're going to get the kills. That's fantastic for Scorps and Nats. Another retake going their way.
Yeah, fantastic play here by the girls, as the clutch factor seemingly with them at the moment. Leetpro's first team, not quite the same level of clutch right now.
Yeah, 5-2, and still got a little bit in the tank, I'd guess.
Yeah, they should have won enough rounds in a row, I think, to justify that kind of buy. But the girls starting to look a little bit healthier, 2-5, and well within reach of a very good CT site here. Molly's going to come through in the lower area. Simone does cancel that one out. Fight will go down. Vinny, though, ooh, what a shot! Crisp and clean. Simone has one hell of a headache after that.
Not feeling so good there, but some audio cues here for the FE team of what might potentially be coming. Sighted coming in here. Truefire under a lot of pressure. Side partner goes down, and she's just dancing around here, trying to take a fight, and she takes a great fight there, gets a headshot. Such a difficult position now, though. 4v2. Can't really get out, unfortunately. Slowly rounding it out, and it's all on Nats. Probably a good time to run away here.
Yeah, Nats has been left in this situation a couple of times, and you know, you can't really blame her. She does hold the A side, so when the B side does collapse, it's a bit of a pain for her. So
they've been hitting that B side quite.
Yeah, it's a bit unusual.
Quite a lot.
I mean, the general feeling is that you sort of have to earn the B rush. Not that Leetpros actually run many B rushes, but you do sort of have to earn the B rush by getting your opponents to go A a lot, defend A, and then hit them on the mass push through the monster. This time it's not going to work out, as Vinny will catch Nazi. She was trying to do as best she could to save the weapon, but not in her control. And must be said, God Complex has slowed down a little bit. He was on 8. He was on 5 after the first round. He's now on 14 after 8.
Still got lots of kills, though.
Yeah, tons of kills.
So 6-2, yeah, great start for Leetpro, and obviously Fee after what just happened there, the reset coming in, so not looking to help from an economy point of view. They're going to be rushing out towards the fountain area, the nade catching a kill as well, and nobody left alive, just the pieces.
Good old fountain rush.
Pieces lying everywhere.
Yeah, good old fountain rush. It's typical MM strat, usually with upgraded pistols and armor. Girls deciding the better of that.
So yeah, backs against the wall here for FE. Things have not been ideal from a start point of view. On overpass, of course, most teams tend to win the CT side, so definitely not in a good spot now, being 7-2 down. Yeah,
it's going to be a bit of a rough one. Leetpro with the highly likely possibility of picking up the first half of the winners bracket final. I mean, if they can grab the first map, that will be even better for them, as Scorps on a bit of a fishing expedition here. Does her timing work out? It does indeed. That'll be Vinny getting shot from behind. She's going to spot another player. It'll be Slowy. Slowy's got to win the fight here. He's got a lot of targets, and those targets far too many for him to deal with at this point. That will be another kill. So female team not looking too shabby at the moment. They picked up a couple of weapons as well. And Leetpro will be tempting to rotate out of trouble here. They're going to spot Simone, but she spotted them, and information does work both ways. The catch is not good.
Just trying to keep them occupied, yeah, let's see. They should be aware of what's going on, though, of course. Again, we got to be vague, sorry guys. in case the players can hear us, which I'm pretty sure they can behind you. That didn't work.
Clearly not Cranks and God Complex, the boys that are...
I tried.
A little bit.
No reaction. So let's see what they can do here. No armor for FE. And this position could potentially be the snake in the grass here. Great turkey discipline. Oh, but he's not able to round out the kill. Does a ton of damage though. Bringing it into a 2v3. They've got 2 rifles alive. But of course no kit and no armor.
You know, have been good on these retakes. This time it's not going to go their way though, as the lack of armor does end up costing them big time. Leetpro picks up the 8th round. That'll be the half win on Overpass here, as the female squad still looking for that 3rd round of theirs. Got 2 in a row, but those clutches actually ended up hurting their economy, and it's been a rough ride at the moment.
Indeed, so the buy comes in. They've got all the utility and rifles they could possibly want. They want for nothing here. Going for some early aggression.
There's Simone. She's going to be holding the area that she has before. Dodges the explosion. She's going to quite get through the smoke. Is this going to be in her favor? No, it's not. Vinny spams through that smoke. Fire though gets Slowy, and she gets a second as well. That'll be God Complex, removing the 2 big names from the team at the moment, as True Fire still somehow alive. Tianki also rather regretting that fight that he decided to take their Scorps. This is an interesting angle. Does she get anything? She's going to try to take a no-scope. It's not going to work, and get shot in the back there by Vinny. As Proxy, not the best of fights there for her, and she will go down to Vinny once again. Tianki, he's got a hell of a mission on his hands, and it's not enough. Nazi well aware of the possibility there, and she will shoot good old Tianki and punish him for his sins. True Fire and Nazi, the last remaining players here against Vinny. Can he win a 1v2 clutch? He gets the first one. He's going to need to get the second one now. Hasn't been a great game for clutches in terms of Leetpro's guys squad. And she's not going to hit it, and True Fire. That was one hell of a shot there. Hits Vinny in the face, through the board.
Gets herself a quad kill as well. She's probably looked the most impressive of the players here for FE, and they're clutching it out beautifully. Gets the quad kill overall, and considering the position she was holding the site from, it's not usually where you get multi-kills from around that that pillar area.
Not unless you're Guardian.
Yeah.
Then you just hit nutty AWP shots all day. But I mean, True Fire, certainly pretty damn skilled to say the least. And punishing Leetpro's guys quite heavily, as the fight's going down. Aggression from the girls is not going to work out this time. God Complex picks up 2. That'll be Nazi and Scorp going down. Simone holding a close angle. Slowy is going to catch her out though, and that will be that. 2 versus 4. And True Fire and ES Proxy have one hell of a fight on their hands, and it's not going to go their way. Slowy once again catches True Fire before she can get into position. ES Proxy, the last remaining member of the team. What does she have up her sleeve? She's got a shotgun, and Slowy's going to regret peeking at that range, as he himself will need a Panado after that.
Absolutely. So looking to probably just hang on to this. Are they going to actually try to take it away? Seems like they're doing their best, but she's doing her best to hang on to it. Unfortunately, just too many of them.
Weapon swap.
Yeah, the weapon swap. Unfortunately, 9-3 here. Leetpro now extending the lead. That's a pretty comprehensive half win for them, and unfortunately for FE, every time they've won a round, they've immediately been reset. And of course, if you win one round, you lose it again. You don't really get enough of a loss bonus to make up for the weapons that you lost.
That sort of ruin your economy winning one round in many. So
Counter-Strike's all about them numbers. Excel spreadsheet just.
I don't know what you call that except Slaughter's Tianki gets tons of kills with the help of God Complex. They account for the entirety of the Leetpro female team. Trying something different that round, rushing unders, maybe get behind them, get a couple of kills. I mean, Leetpro female hasn't been too shabby on their saves and force buys. They've done some big damage to the Leetpro team in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the economy on Leetpro, there's only 2 players with a substantial amount of money either, so that does show you they've been chipping away at them. I think that was that by mistake?
It must have been a mistake there. Scorps is going to be pushing into the water, not going to work this time. If Tianki gets her, he'll pick up another. That'll be S-Proxy as well. And Kronks is going to grab himself 2. Simone and Nazi accounted for, and the last remaining member is True Fire. player that saved them a couple of rounds ago. Can she save them again? It's going to be a hard one. She's going to get two, and what a beauty. What a beautiful double kill there as she moves both Kronks and Tianki. But in the end, the heroics are not enough. Leetpro picks up the 11th round, and the girls sitting at 3-11. This is the last round of the half. They'll buy whatever they can.
Scrape together them pennies.
Yeah, break the piggy bank, sell the car. And,
try to scam the life insurance.
Maybe next half, I think, as Scorps. She's holding it. Simone is going to go down, but Scorps.
That's the bomb as well.
Yeah, Scorps slows down slowly, pretty effectively as well. He's not going to be moving for the rest of this round. As Vinny pushing up now, he's trying to look for any sort of angle that he can maybe get an advantage in. Does it work out? Scorps though is up close and personal with the AWP, and she's not looking at Vinny. He's going to shoot her in the side of the head, and that will cause Female to just retreat.
Tough stuff there. Scorps, True Fire actually with the reply before being traded off. Nazi there, also close. And again, they're aware of the location of the bomb, so a lot of information for both sides. They're pretty much aware of where each other are. And all the sound cues, yeah, all the dancing around. Who's going to find the right sort of angle?
Yeah, this game is a game of angles. As he is going to spot Nazi, catches her from behind before she can really get the aim up and going. Yes, Proxy, she's going to catch. Does she get lucky? Jumps, and she's not going to be able to land the final shot. They got Complex with a very quick snap headshot. As Female, I think 3 rounds is a little bit harsh for them, but there were a number of clutches that they won to get them into sort of positions, but just never really enough players alive at the end of rounds to string more than 2 together.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, and we're going to go straight into the pistol round, no break here. 3-12, FE need to strike back, and they need to do it quickly. God Complex always looked so good in the previous half, particularly on the pistol round. Can he be a hero here again?
Yeah, should be a possibility. Females are going to be the ones forcing the aggression. Now they decide to take the fight. As Simone is going to kill Vinny, and Nazi's going to grab herself Kronk. That means God Complex with one hell of a task on his hands. Is that good enough? He's got no more bullets. And Simone is going to shoot him in the back of the head with a bit of help from Scorp. Then aggression now. And slowly he's going to try to take a fight through the monster tunnel. If any of them could hit each other, it's not going to go their way. And Female picks up the second half pistol. That's fantastic. Both pistols going the way of the T sides.
All 5 alive as well for Leetpro Female, so that's going to help out the money. Get them rolling on from an economic point of view early on. And of course on the other side, doing what you do when you lose the pistol and CT run.
Not always, but sometimes.
Indeed, so 2 differing philosophies, yeah? Let's see how they work out.
Yeah, well, girls are going to get aggressive once again. Vinny will give some advanced knowledge to his team. The appropriate response will come out here as Scorps is pushing aggressively. They're trying to take as much map control at this point as they can.
I think our observer is very, very happy right now with the strategy that's being played out.
He does love that strategy quite
He loves it so much.
It's so easy to wreck him in matchmaking as a result of that as well, because
he's terrible,
you just know what to do about it. Either way, Leetpro will have the unenviable task of trying to fight 5 very, very angry women as they come charging in here with a whole host of weaponry. And the guys, well, they're getting cooked. Kronks goes down as S-Proxy is the person we're going to be watching for the moment. And just holding the flag there is God Complex trying to work that deagle. Is it going to go in his favor? He's very, very in the open. So if he gets caught out as he does, Simone's going to remove him. Vinny, though, coming in with the help of Slowey. They're going to pick up 2 players there. So it's starting to turn around 3 versus 3, but an ill-advised jump by Vinny is going to catch him out. Slowey goes down, and Tianki, he's going to be the last remaining player. Trying to take a long-range fight with that deagle. It's not going to work out, and the MAC-10 gets the final kill. So lots of money going into the coffers of the female squad.
Yeah, Nazi looking really good for FE so far. Only player, I think, on an even KD as well. So she had a couple of crucial clutches in the first half of those rounds that they did get. They're still chasing the game massively, of course, but this is the start that they needed. And with the start behind them, putting themselves in a good position to get on the comeback trail here.
Yeah, Vintage taking a shot there with the deagle. Not going to hit anything, unfortunately, as he's making quite a bit of noise. The girls are going to be pushing. Does Vinny get a close kill? He does. He gets the second as well, but it's not enough. Simone continues the charge and runs over the sub for Leetpro today.
Probably shouldn't have gotten those two, I don't think, in that situation. But that's going to help their effort massively. And for Leetpro here, just waiting. Where's it going to come? Where's the hit going to come? I think they've got a pretty good idea now.
Yeah, they do. Tianqi's doing a good job of staring at the floor. As God Complex and Tianqi, well, they spring the trap. The girls are not quite aware of a tripwire in one hell of a fight now. She's got 3 people to find, 57 seconds to do it. And this is where you got to do it. She's going to get the first one. She needs to get the next 2. This is the clutch. The girls have been good in the clutch, but unfortunately Slowy this time brains her, and that'll be the end of the girls' streak. 5-13, and Leetpro is on course for a victory in the first map here.
2 key moments there, of course. Vinny in lowers getting 2 kills. He probably should have gotten at least 1, but the 2 was a little bit of daylight robbery there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, not checking the toxic barrels. That's a position you need to check when you hit the site.
Yeah, or at least have some way of dealing with it. If you're not going to check
there,
it,
whatever it may be, you got to nullify that area, and unfortunately they didn't. And they came back to fight.
Speed is the order there with the female squad as they do push aggressively. However, the nades are going to rain through, and that'll remove Nazi, as she seems to be good at catching, and unfortunately that nade did not help her out at all. True Fire pushing. And Tianqi, though, just holding angles, as is most of the Leetpro squad. They've actually been pretty good at not being overly aggressive as a CT side. And Tianqi just hanging around here. Doesn't want to take too many chances. The re-smoke comes out on the bathrooms area. As
think it was spotted.
As
yes,
proxy,
it was.
Yeah, foot was spotted and down she goes. So what does female do from this squad? This point here. What else do you think they could perhaps try?
Well, I guess at this point I got to question the buy, considering all the SMGs they had, and unfortunately getting mowed down here in a tough situation. But Truefire doing what she can, unfortunately walking into the AWP there, Vinny, and he gets a double headshot there to round it out. So great work there for Leetpro, 14-5. I don't know, in that round I might have even been tempted to either go with a pistol buy or something, just to actually have AKs. Because, you know, that was a mixed buy. There were 3 MAC-10s, and they're not great against armor.
No, they're not. I will say one thing, though, that is slightly encouraging for Leetpro is that the 2 new boys are the guys carrying the team on this map.
Yeah, Vinny's doing great, and he's, of course, a stand-in for Bananas. God Complex, a new addition to the team, looking good overall.
Yeah, very, very good God Complex. Vinny certainly not letting the team down in this aspect. There's, unfortunately, a couple of girls are rushing through the smoke there in God Complex. Is he on course for a second ace?
Oh, he wants it.
Game? He definitely does. He's going to throw a nade through the smoke as well. And Nazi, the girls are a little bit paranoid here as Slowy is moving through Scorps. He's not going to be able to win the fight, and Slowy ruins the hopes and dreams.
Yeah, I hate not being able to say, oh, look at this flank. You just can't say it, because of course they could potentially hear us. So the vaguest of vaguest casts ever possible, but we're doing our best here, guys. 15-5, that's 10 map points. Yes, of course, a best of 3.
Yeah. Next map will be Mirage and Cobble if we do require it. Leetpro, though, should be on course for a second round, and Slowy's going to start things off perfectly. That'll be Nazi going down, as well as S-Proxy. Truefire turns things around with the first kill, and she has been deadly to the boys today. Can she do a little bit more? It is seemingly all on her. She gets super aggressive, trying to take fights that sometimes can help you out. The aggression cannot always be expected. Tianqi, though, he's covered member, and the flash is going to come through. He's going to kill off Truefire, and that will be that. So if he... Oh, Vinny's going to need to hit that shot. If he doesn't, there could be major problems. It is actually going to be his death. Simone goes down. Sorry, Simone gets Vinny there in the end, and God Complex is on hand to scupper the plans of the round for the female squad. Scorps, she's trying to find a method of entry here. Can she do it?
Whereabouts unknown, but found out, unfortunately. Tianqi is going to find a 16-5, and that's Leetpro disposing of FE there fairly handily, but there was some encouraging signs for FE, but overall Leetpro showing themselves pretty much true of their favorites moniker at this tournament.
Yeah, definitely all according to plan for the Leetpro boys, but the girls didn't do too shabbily. I mean, impressed with their power in the clutch, looked very, very good in some of those situations. And I mean, you can only, I mean, what else can we say? That look, there was a couple of good rounds. I do think that the aim on some of the guys is a bit rough, but I mean, Truefire especially looked good
She looked good. Natsy also looked good as well. So
a couple of the rounds that they looked really, really solid in holding off those, especially the B-side takes. But the ability to retake the B-side is very encouraging, I will say that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think overall they look pretty good. I think we're probably taking a short break, I gather.
Yeah, I would think it probably maybe 5 minutes at most, 10 minutes.
Cool. Well, a quick few minutes break. They're going to take a toilet break, get some water, do all the things that we got to do, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Cool.
MS response time, gaming OSD, an adjustable stand and SteelSeries game sense. If you want to know more details, please keep watching. Maybe you already noticed, but this gaming monitor has built-in RGB LEDs in the back and in the front side. Wait, what? RGB LEDs in the front side of a monitor? Come on. Hold on, don't click away, because those 5 RGB zones are connected to SteelSeries GameSense. And together with SteelSeries Engine, you can show in-game information of some of your favorite games. For example, your health, cooldowns, or even your kills if you have them. And if you don't like it, you can always turn it off. This doesn't seem right. The MSI Optics MPG series are curved gaming monitors that give you more gameplay immersion of your favorite games. This is because the panel is aimed more towards you and will allow you to get an optimal viewing field. Another benefit is if you have 2 or 3 screens, you will create a curved line for your perfect panoramic setup. These gaming monitors are equipped with a 27-inch VA-type panel and comes with 144Hz refresh rate, 1ms response time and FreeSync support. So all those specs will make sure you get a smooth gameplay experience, and it will prevent things like ghosting when your pixels are too slow, tearing when you have a too high FPS, or stuttering when your FPS is too low. Want to change the position of the monitor? No problem. With our adjustable stand, you can tilt, swivel, and change the height. The MSI Optics MPG series comes in 2 models. You will have the MPG27C and the MPG27CQ. The MPG27C comes with a 1080p or Full HD resolution panel, while the MPG27CQ comes with a 1440p or WQHD resolution panel. With 1440p you will have more pixels on your screen and you will are able to reach higher resolutions, so this will make your games even look sharper. If you want to change the colors or the settings of your monitor, you can do this by the joystick built-in on the back side. If you want to make this very easy, just install our free gaming on-screen display software or OSD. With this software you can easily change the settings with your keyboard and mouse. And if you need a little help, you can even summon a crosshair overlay. If you want to know more, please visit our product webpage.
on, man. Just pick your damn hero.
I don't want to play. Support? Attack? Defense?
Just hit the random button, let the Overwatch power grid decide for you. Or you can even use it to send commands to your teammates.
Sweet!
At least you're not Hanzo.
No!
Right, yeah.
That's some clever stuff, knife round, yeah.
Guys are fancy weaponry here. But Simone, unfortunately, had to win the clutch. This time not good enough.
So it looks like CT side here for Leetpro, which is what you expect. You definitely want to start CT on Mirage. One of those maps that's good for a sort of a 9-6 kind of scoreline, which is true of a lot of the map pool at the moment. It never used to be, because the game used to be heavily CT favored at one point. But thankfully that's changed, so we see more competitive halves either way. Fortunately, it looks like we're waiting for a restart. There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, shortly to begin here.
Both teams just filling up.
Waiting for the server to fill up, waiting for everybody to get on, and we're just about ready to go. Yeah, the players are readying up. Of course, in the first map, if you didn't see it, Leetpro managing to win their 16-5, I think it was.
Yes, 16-5.
Pretty comprehensively against Leetpro FE, or Leetpro if you like. Again, pretty sharp, I like that.
It is pretty sharp. Team names have been changed.
Do we know who chose these maps?
I would assume that the second map would have been picked by Leetpro. They played it against Omnius earlier. So yeah, I mean it's... Sorry guys. Yeah, Leetpro would have picked this map almost certainly after they comprehensively beat Omnius on it earlier today. So we haven't seen the girls on the map. We don't really know exactly how good they are, but I would assume that they are pretty solid. As we're about to go live, Nazi leading the charge. Guys, if we are a little bit vague, it is of course because the players might be able to hear us. So Slowy, he will be hearing all sorts of noise. Nazi jumps out, she's going to get the first kill. That'll actually be on Slowy. Vinny doing what he can, as is Krunks, but not enough to get him the win in this round. God Complex and Tianki, the last remaining players, and now it's just God Complex. He looked fantastic in the first pistol on Overpass. 5 kills. This time yet to pick up one, as he's going to spot the first player. That'll not be enough. S Proxy kills him, and Leetpro picking up once again the pistol round on the T side. So great start for them, as the game is, well, the second map is off to a banger for the girls.
Yeah, they've shown themselves to be pretty good in pistol rounds as well. So already have won a pistol round in the series so far. So that's pretty good from them. See if they can continue the form here, deciding to be aggressive really early on here, and going to be making contact any second. Vinny hears them and he drops the first one before being traded by TrueFire. TrueFire doing fantastic in getting the second. Pushing forward here, and Tianki's aware of their attentions close by. God Complex just throwing caution to the wind and running through there.
They're getting ahead of the Molly very, very quickly, as he's going to try to work his way through the market area. Molly is going to push him away there, as Leetpro will try to get in here. The girls are looking pretty solid. They do have a couple of deadly weapons, if you can hit it, and a lot of money in hand as well. But Slowy comes through. He's going to get the first 2 frags with that Deagle. Can he get the third? He's got a little bit of help, but Nazi is unable to win the clutch this time. 3 players to find. She only gets 1. Does huge damage to Slowy, and that would have been probably the game-winning kill had she gotten Slowy. Tianki didn't have much in the way of any defense, so it's a 1-1. Leetpro wins the 4-spy.
Absolutely, so 1-1 here. Leetpro versus Leetpro FE. And FE got themselves the pistol round here, and immediately being struck back on by Leetpro. And compared to what we saw in the previous map where God Complex just went crazy in the first couple rounds.
He's been disappointing.
Yeah.
No 8 kills
He
in
sets
the
a
first 3
precedent,
rounds.
yeah, man. You've got to live up to that stuff.
He does definitely have to live up to that stuff. The girls, though, once again, decent economic management. They're going to try something a little bit different this round. As Leetpro guys are looking for information on various parts of the map. Smoke will now come down as the girls are going to start running. They're going to start streaming through there. And are they going to spot Tianki? They apparently don't. He's going to get lots of kills. Slowy, though, also made aware of the potential of a rush as he will be on hand. God Complex goes down once again and 1-3-3. Definitely not the round he would have wanted to start this half. But Leetpro's girls squad 2-1 down now, and they'll be able to buy. Should be able to buy.
Don't you think Cranks has been a little quiet in this game so far?
He has been super quiet.
Both in terms of his massive voice and shouting that he usually does at LAN, as well as in terms of the contribution overall. See if he can be a big factor on this map. Slurry sending the touchdown net.
Well, not going to land as much as they'd like. Nazi, though, is going to take a fight against Slowy and lose that one pretty comprehensively. Simone also goes down. Vinny, though, flashes through. He's going to be able to get 2 controlled spray kills there. And fantastic from him as the sub. Of course, he is subbing in for Bananas. And True Fire, not aware of the fact of Kronks sneaking up on her, and she will get killed there as well. So 3-1 to the guys here, as the girls will be back into economic dire straits, I think would be the best way to put it.
Indeed, not great situation for them, but after this round, of course, there will be the buy, as is traditional. They'll save up their money, scrape together the pennies, and for Leetpro, they just want a clean round. They don't want to lose any weaponry against what is a less than stellar buy. And, well, stalking his prey, but it's not going to get the kill. Gets dropped there by S-Proxy. They're getting super aggressive here, taking these battles. And Cranks is going to round it out. So that got dicey very quickly. It could have gone so wrong.
Yeah, that got very, very dicey there. And I mean, the girls have been very good on the pistols. We mentioned it in the first game, but their ability to win or do huge damage to Leetpro with just pistols, sometimes even without armor, is pretty impressive. I don't think the guys are really getting a good handle on the movement that the girls have in those pistol rounds.
Absolutely, absolutely. So full buy versus full buy here, 4-1. This is the Leetpro 1337 LAN in Nelspruit, and both Leetpro sides represented here.
Yeah, girls versus boys.
Indeed. I was going to ask which Leetpro team people wanted to win, but I think that's probably not fair, so we won't do that.
Or you could just say Leetpro.
Yeah, it could be safe. So, bunch of utility being chucked out here. All sorts of shots being fired through the smoke. Kills being traded here, and the kills favoring the T side so far. They're Vinny catching off the lurk potentially and taking down another as well. Slowy, so 3v2 at the moment as the bomb goes down. Difficult situation. And this first battle, True Fire doing big damage.
Yeah, if she hadn't shot through the box there, she might very well have ended up killing Vinny, but gets a little bit unlucky. This time gets spammed through the box. Weapon obviously showing gets killed there. There's Proxy, not able to take Vinny. Was low HP as well, so down it will go 5-1. Leetpro guys have been pretty good at stringing a number of rounds together.
Yeah, that sort of situation, I was kind of surprised that Proxy didn't get that kill considering the low HP on Vinny. But it wouldn't have made much of a difference, I don't think, to the overall round. Just because of the two players that were there in the side.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you get discovered in that kind of spot,
it's pretty much done for you. So, guns, utility for both sides here.
Aggression. Both sides as Simone.
The running attempt at shooting.
Yeah,
if you don't know in Counter-Strike, you shouldn't be running and shooting.
Never. Never. It's a really horrible idea. Unfortunately, if you're used to playing card, it doesn't quite work the same.
Indeed, so
never reload after every kill.
Yes, definitely not. So very aggressive setup from them.
Yeah, and Leetpro has done this a couple of times. Girls have yet to run into it though, as Simone is the person tasked with gaining map control for her team there. Flashes come through. As Proxy will be providing a bit of smoke assistance. As True Fire and Simone get gunned down. Slowy is on a warpath here, as is God Complex. And just like that, it is S-Proxy all alone with Captain Digit.
It's the pause call coming in. Of course, in a 5v1, you don't expect a person to be able to do it. It does happen.
Has happened.
But let's see what she can do. Yeah, she's going to want to do some damage to their money, drop a few players, and therefore drop a few weapons and force them to rebuy. The pause obviously just coming in after this round so that they could reconsider their options, because things aren't working at the moment. They need to make a few changes in the way they're approaching the game. And what better way than to go for the pause? She'll still get a kill somehow. Oh, they're trying to knife her. Slowly going for the knife, gets himself the money. And the pat on the back that his team will give him for going for that.
Yeah, that was a bit cheeky.
It was cheeky, yeah.
That was very cheeky. Either way, 6-1 for the boys at the moment. The girls, bit of a rough start to this game. They started well off with that pistol. I mean, they do seem pretty deadly with the pistols in this game, though.
Absolutely. So for the FE team, there's a couple players maybe not really contributing as much in this particular map as they might have liked. If you look at it again, Truefire and Natsy were the two players that were really good on the previous map, continuing a decent form, I'd say. S-Proxy up there at the top at the moment, so she's definitely come alive compared to the first map. On the Leetpro side, however, Slowy, who was fairly quiet by his standards on the previous map, he's just going crazy at the moment. 14-2. That's
he's doing huge amounts of work. Vinny as well has continued his good form from the first map. So the girls at this point, I mean, at a bit of a crossroads, making a decision here. Not quite certain what they want to do as yet.
looks like they're having quite an in-depth discussion as well. So
yeah, that they are.
Considering all sorts of factors. Well, they could be talking about dinner later, I don't know, but I doubt it.
No. They want to wreck the guys here. It's the only discussion going on right now.
Absolutely. One track mind is what you got to have to win, and they're going to have exactly that. 6-1, Leetpro 13-37 land in Nullspread, and both Leetpro sides are represented here, the regular first team as well as the FE team, which is called Leetpro at the top. Fantastic.
And, well, girls, once again, going to try something different on the pistol round. Could they do enough here? Slowy once again. The aggressive stance that has been Leetpro's bread and butter on this map is aggression. Just all-out aggression. So can they get enough here? Slowy. Oh, he's not going to spot them at the correct time. He is able to take the first fight, but takes the second. Does he have enough in it for the third? He is going to grab himself a third, and the molly is going to kill him in the end, along with a pistol shot or two. Scorps and Simone, the last remaining players for Leetpro. Tianki, though, with that Overwatch position, can he get the last kill of the round? Simone goes down, and Scorps not long afterwards, and that'll be the end of that. Leetpro, unfortunately, not able to add to their one round thus far.
You can see the support player from Leetpro is very good. The flashes that have been coming out. I think it was a bit cheeky out of Slowy to go for quite that many bites at the cake there in mid. He could have been punished worse, I'd think so. He's feeling very confident. Why wouldn't he be at 17-3 on the KD?
Yeah, that's like getting away with the cookie jar or hand in the cookie jar 3 times and then going for the fourth, and then your mom coming along and slapping you because you. That was just, you know, too cheeky.
Just a little bit too cheeky. Going for a bit more cheekiness, actually, potentially, depending on if it works or not.
Yeah, the rest of Leetpro, they're trying to take good positions here. Slowy.
Timing.
He's going to decide the better of it. Yeah, he's just going to move back right now, and not quite going to work out for either of the teams.
No. I was kind of thinking there's a kill coming there, but...
Well, Scorps does get Slowy in the end. We did talk about him being cheeky. He did it a couple of times earlier, re-peeking, and I think this time just not aware of it, and neither was Vinny as S-Proxy kills him. And Leetpro in a little bit of a dicey situation now. It's a 5 versus 3. The girls will be able to make another attempt. They're going to get themselves God Complex. Kronks spots S-Proxy. Does he get enough information for the rest of his team to make a decision, though? That's the real question. He's going to push up now, and the girls changing something up. And almost certainly, because they have more information than the guys. Kronks is going to catch Scorps though with the orb, and that is a huge save for them. 2-on-3 for the girls as Kronks is going to try to take a fight through the connector. That's not going to go in his favor. Simone kills him in the end with a bit of assistance from Nazi there. Tianki, the last remaining player. The smoke is gone from the CT hold, and Tianki hits a dirty shot there on Nazi. And it's still a 2-on-1. Tianki has a lot of work to do here. It's not the easiest weapon to do it with either. It's got himself a kit though, so that could be a major plus. The girls are sitting well, and Tianki throws out the molly. Does he get enough from it though? AK now he's going to spot the first player. Does he know where the second is? He should know where the second is. Took that shot earlier, and the girls are doing a wonderful job here, just playing patiently. Does Tianki have enough time? I don't think he does. And unfortunately, there's not enough time for him to do anything. He will actually go down with the bomb as well. So Simone, very, very well played there. And the girls, once again, showing remarkable poise in the clutch.
Yeah, I'd say so. They didn't overpeak it, didn't try to take the fights too much. And of course, Linus is not listening because we were just talking about Slowy 17 kills.
Clearly not.
Clearly not. But thanks for showing us, man. Appreciate it. Impressive jump. Got to say. That's some nice movement skills. Always good to see.
It's either KZ practice or he's secretly launders in disguise. VNY and Slowy this time doubling up in the middle area, and they're going to be gunning everybody down. Slowy gets 2, Vinny gets 1, and Leetpro gets absolutely nothing. Slowy, that is, I mean, we talk about him being cheeky. That is just all sorts of nasty at this point. That leaves Scorps, last remaining player. Does she spot anybody pushing out here? And timing could do her, and she does spot the barrel. And she's going to get a good flick there onto Tianki. He's a bit slow to react there. And has taken damage. Not going to hit the second flick though. Does she get any more than that? And Slowy up close and personal with the M4 will shoot her in the side there. So 21 and 4 for Slowy at the moment. He is beasting this game.
Absolutely, and the style there from the airstrafe was just crazy, how he managed to avoid getting shot from the player in underpass after they'd set up that shooting gallery there towards mid. He's absolutely on a tear, and he's going to want to continue that. And I think, therefore, for FE, just unlucky to run into that stack in mid.
Just a bit. I mean,
just a bit.
They haven't taken mid all that many times, and the one time they do try and take it, they either fight a guy who heavily outguns them, or they fight 2 players. So Leetpro with a couple of good setups in mid, and the girls just not able to crack it as yet. So Leetpro, I mean, this is their map, so they should look a little bit better on it than they did on Overpass. And
what?
Yeah, that's one of those. I mean, the stare at it was perfect, I think.
Yeah, he was like, why? Why?
The whole team was just like, yeah, that's not something great. Either way, Slowy is going to be the man tasked with spotting the approaching girls, and he's going to remove a lot of them. Tianki and God Complex on hand to assist. And clean up, plain and simple.
Nice and easy does it, and they're making it look easy at this stage. 9-2 here. The Profi under a lot of pressure to actually come back into this. Of course, they're 1 map down here, which puts them in this position that if they don't win this, they can't go to the 3rd map and extend the series. Could be a clean 2-0 here for Leetpro. We don't want to see that, of course. We'd love to see a 2nd map, and heading them through the smoke there. Slowy just continuing that form and sniffing out the lurk as well. Somehow survives that.
Yeah, jumping around there. Does get him the kill in the end as Slowy continues to wreak havoc here on the girls. And 4 players alive. Leetpro building up a significant amount of money here in terms of bank. And I mean, Slowy has basically just decided he's taking over this game. The rest of the team combined, I think, don't even really come that close to his number of kills. Yeah, I mean, 28 for the rest of the team, 29 for the rest of the team, and Slowy's got 26. So 1-man wrecking crew at this point.
Absolutely. Quick bit of maths there. True accountant you are.
It's horrible. Maybe I'm just good at maths.
Don't believe that for a moment. We've got another team that's super vocal at the moment. It's Slowy. He didn't need to be doing any shouting. He's quietly going about his business.
Yeah, quiet in real life, not so quiet in the server. He's got the big green, and it is ringing out and wrecking face right now. Nazi, next person up. Can she get the timing correct? As it's all on her at this point. They desperately need her to help out here. Rest of the team doing what they can. Leetpro continuing to get aggressive around the map wherever they can. Just find a little bit of information. And the girls, for the moment, not quite. I think you could almost say that they've been a little bit too passive at times, rather than overly aggressive for the girls.
Yeah, they're probably also being beaten back a little bit. It tends to make you feel a little bit afraid of going for the battles, but one person who isn't afraid is Nazi. She gets the perfect entry, and that's going to help Truefire also jumping in there towards mid. That's going to split the defense a little bit as well. Oof, Tianqi
sitting in the corner, watching the flames carefully. It's of course not his molly that he threw earlier, so I'm not going to be too interested in it. And VNY, Tianqi and Kronks have the task of getting themselves into this map. VNY is going to catch Simone from behind though, and this should trigger the retake. Now, Proxy taking tons of damage from VNY though. Nazi once again saving the day for the girls as she removes VNY. Kronks coming in, that's removing Truefire, and Nazi goes down to Tianqi as well. Great retake there from the first team as the girls do lose yet another round.
Yeah, unfortunate for them, it was a 4v3, so great situation, but not able to close it out. And at 11-2, it's starting to look a little hopeless for them. They're going to need to strike back pretty much instantly. And you can see they're buying into it. They're throwing everything they can, including the kitchen sink, as one should. You don't need one of those.
No,
They've got a dishwasher at home.
Well, I mean, when it breaks, you've got a problem. Kitchen sink can never really break, and if it does, what are you doing?
Stop being so practical.
It's hard. Slowy, once again, up in his aggressive angle. VNY this time not available to assist. And sounds are all important in this round because whoever gets more pertinent information can make a better decision. Once again, Natri is the entry, and Slowy, he's not really keen on waiting, so he's going to take out Scorps at the top of Banana then, sorry, top of mid, what am I saying? As the rest of Elite Pro, that's going to be the signal to get themselves straight through the apps. It's not working. Vinny somehow only getting 2 players there, even though he had multiple options. Kronk's helping out in the end, and Elite Pro 12-2 up. The girls will be looking for the very last round of the half to try and get as much as they can.
Yeah, just scraping together whatever they can to get a bye here. 12-3 would be the very best that they can hope for. And it's going to be tough stuff for them, yeah. Deciding on a change of an approach here. And oh, the nade touches down. The through and through with the AWP. Everything is happening at the moment.
Yeah, nades, mollies, AWPs. And all that means that Truefire is the last remaining player. She's going to control the spray. Does she control it correctly? No, she doesn't. Kronks gets the last shot on her. And the girls will not be happy with that half as Elite Pro dominant, 13-2 here. And they do go over to the easier side now, to the girls, or the more favored side, let's put it that way. And they've looked decent on the pistols.
Yeah, so they've definitely shown something on the pistol rounds for sure. I think things would be a little tougher without those pistol round wins, of course.
Yeah, and here we go. So Slowy at this point is the man in front. Actually, Tianqi's way ahead. He's going to catch Nazi there. And Slowy is going to get finished off. Sorry, guys, God Complex, Kronks and Tianqi getting the rest of the kills. And Lead Pro picks up the second pistol. So each team has picked up 2 pistols in the game so far. But Lead Pro has been better at stringing the rounds together.
Indeed, so 14-2 Lead Pro in a good position here against FE. FE on the force buy, of course. Why wouldn't they? Because the game is pretty much running out. It's, of course, the 1st to 16, so tough stuff for them. Tianqi now getting super aggressive, and he could potentially catch them off here. Long-range engagement with the Mac-10, not really what it's suited for. But he's going to live because he's got the backup of his teammates, Vinny and God Complex, jumping in there. Truefire now, one of the players who needs to show up. Truefire and Nazi, both players who've had good moments here. Nazi getting herself a kill. Meanwhile, Truefire goes down in a 2v4, and the weapons are, well, they're not looking good in comparison, but geez, a long-range battle there, both blatting away.
That's the worst feeling with a P250 is you hit the guy in the head early and then you just never seem to do enough damage to finish him off at the end. As Lead Pro 15-2, it's another force buy. There can be nothing but if they want to have any hope of taking this game to overtime.
Indeed, so 15-2, that's 13 map and match points. Yeah, this of course is match points as well because they won the first. And in this situation, tough stuff. Only 2 left alive. They're pretty much facing an uphill battle here. Truefire needs to land the headshot, not able to. Nazi also goes down, and that's 16-2. Very easy victory there for Leetpro, but overall, exciting couple of maps.
Yeah, I think the first one's a little bit more exciting than the second one. Girls didn't really have a lot of plans for Mirage, it seemed like. And unfortunately, the aggression from the guys just seemed to absolutely take control of it. Slowy having one of the games that Slowy is known for, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that in the end.
Geez, he was just running rampant, going crazy there. And I don't know what he actually ended on. He must have hit his 30 bomb.
He was close to it. I don't know if he actually hit in the end.
Well, in 18 rounds to get that many kills, that's pretty crazy stuff. But anyway, I think that's it from us. Next up is Dota, if I do believe.
Yeah, it'll be the Dota finals of the 4-team tournament. So I would assume that it is Sinister 5 versus Leetpro again. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, should be interesting. So if you're a Dota fan, stick around. Otherwise, the CS will be back a little bit later. I think it's supposed to be the grand final at around 8 o'clock.
That is the original schedule. It might have changed.
Yeah, it might have changed. There's been a few power issues, unfortunately. You can't do anything if they turn the power off, but they got all the backups working. So all good. We'll be back a little bit later. Stay tuned to the 1337 land from Leetpro here in Nelspruit.
Cheers.
Wow.